Welcome. Our Bible reading for today is a signed interpretation based on John's Gospel, chapter 20, verses 1 to 18. Early on the first day of the week, Mary Magdalene went while it was still dark to the tomb of Jesus and saw that the stone had been removed from the entrance. Peering inside into the darkness, she saw that the body of Jesus was gone. So she hurtled off at great speed to Simon Peter and the other disciples who were gathered together in a room, dejected, talking amongst themselves. She could see through the window that they were upset and low, and so she went in and excitedly told them, "The Lord's body's gone. Who's taken him away? I don't know who's taken it." And the emotion poured out. And the disciples talked about this, but then they ran off. But Peter ran faster than the others, and he arrived first at the tomb. Looking in, he saw that the body was gone. But Jesus' grave clothes had been laid on the stone. And shocked and astonished, they talked about each other, because they didn't yet understand that the scriptures had said that Jesus first had to rise from the dead. And so then the disciples went back to the homes where they were staying. Now Mary, she stood outside the tomb crying. And as she wept, she bent over to look into the tomb, and she saw two figures in white seated where Jesus' body had been, one at the head and the other at the foot. And they asked her, "Woman, why are you crying?" And Mary replied, "They've taken my Lord's body away, and I don't know where they've put him." And then she turned around and she saw another figure standing there, but she didn't understand it was Jesus. She didn't recognize him. And Jesus said to her, "Why are you weeping? What are you looking for?" And she said, "If you've carried him away, please tell me where you've put him, and I'll go and look after him and get him." And Jesus simply said to her, "Mary." And suddenly, filled with recognition, she looked at him and she cried out, "Rabboni," which means in the Aramaic language, teacher. And Jesus said, "Don't hold on to me, but go and tell my brothers. Tell them that I am ascending to my Father and your Father. But don't hold on to me yet, because I haven't gone. Go and tell them this." And so Mary Magdalene ran off excitedly to the disciples with the news. And she broke into the room and said, "I've seen the Lord." And she told all these things that Jesus had told her to the disciples. And they were astonished.